Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So for today's flick pick, I've decided to pick a movie that I loved as a kid, and I'm sure a lot of fans have seen it already, and I thought, I might as well do this one because normally I try to find movies that a little more obscure or weren't, as well known to fans or whatever. So this one I thought, I have to do it. It's Transformers the movie. And when I mean Transformers the movie, I don't mean this Transformers the movie, which was, it was great. I mean, this was live action. We waited for this all our lives, all our Transformers fans. In fact, I even liked the second one, the Revenge of the Fallen. I thought that was great. And the third one was not too bad. I don't like the other one, the Mark Wahlberg one. I kind of fell asleep during it. I tried to watch it again. I just can't get into it. But this one I've seen more than enough times, and I have many memories with this movie. I mean, I saw this in theater, and when this came out, and I was a kid, obviously at the time, 1986. I went crazy. I had to see this movie. I went with my brother. We went to see it, and there was a lot of shocking things in this movie. First of all, okay, I was used to watching Transformers on cartoons, just like G.I. Joe, and there's countless cartoons. I mean, the 80s were full of cartoons that were great. So seeing a live action movie on my favorite, favorite cartoon and favorite toy line, it just, yeah, it was unbelievable. But it was also very shocking too, because, I mean, first of all, your hero, Optimus Prime, gets killed by his nemesis, Megatron. And that was probably a traumatizing moment for me in the theater. I mean, I probably was almost crying if I wasn't. And it's just something you weren't used to seeing. You didn't see things like that happen in the cartoon. You never seen a Transformer die, or for that matter, you never seen anything die in any of the cartoons that you watch, right? Even G.I. Joe, the amount of gunfire going on, you never see anybody die. You see somebody maybe get knocked out. But to see something die, and it was kind of a traumatizing moment for me, and even to this day I still talk about it as being one of those things, like the death of Optimus Prime. Now I know he comes back. There was a few newer episodes that came out after the movie, and it was the return of Optimus Prime, and he came back to life, and obviously Megatron became Galvatron. This guy over here, he became Galvatron, and has never turned back, as far as I know, anyways. Maybe in some of the cartoons or some of the later comic series or something like that. But as far as I know, Unicron turned a dying Megatron into Galvatron, and that's it. I mean, other than that, it introduced new characters, a lot of new characters, and probably the best one I liked was Unicron. I have him up there. He's the big guy behind me. That was amazing. There's actually image of his planet form on the disc, which looks cool. Now this was the anniversary edition DVD that I have here, 25th anniversary. But yeah, Unicron. I mean, who's bigger than a planet, right? And this thing eats other planets. This thing was like eating Cybertron. It was eating the moons. It was massive in theater. In theater, on the screen. The toy is great too. I mean, it came out much, much, much later. I always wished I had the toy when I was a kid, but unfortunately they never made one. It was just the Galvatron, it was Scourge, it was Cyclonus, a lot of the, Hot Rod, all those side characters that became the new characters for the series from that point on. But anyways, I mean, yeah, this was definitely one of my favorite parts of the movie was Unicron, and that's pretty much what this whole movie was centered around. The Autobots and the Decepticons fight each other, but then they have to kind of band together to stop this planet. And they also introduced something called the Autobot Matrix of Leadership, which is what he's holding right there. They did introduce it into the live-action movie in Revenge of the Fallen. It made it a little bit similar. It looked a little bit weirder, and it behaved a little bit different, but same concept. Basically, Optimus Prime, had his chest plate open, he had his Matrix in there, And when he died, he passed his matrix of leadership on to Ultra Magnus, who then gets blown apart, and then it somehow ends up in Hot Rod's hands, and Hot Rod opens the matrix, becomes Rodimus Prime. So aside from that, I mean, other notable things that happened in the movie, there was another scene that really also kind of caught me off guard, and that was the demise of this guy, Starscream. Again, this is where, you know, I was not used to seeing this in the movies, or in the show, or in cartoons in general. And so when Galvatron came back as, you know, was Megatron, Starscream was in the middle of becoming the new leader of the Decepticons, and was happy to get rid of Megatron finally. But then when Galvatron comes back, it's a different story, and he takes Starscream out in one shot. And he literally melts. I mean, he just disintegrates in front of your eyes, right onto the screen. And I was just like, what did I just see there? You know, that was crazy. But I mean, you know, this is what was really turning the tables when it came to these movies being released. And unfortunately, when they made the G.I. Joe movie, they decided not to kill anyone. They decided, let's just not do that. They almost killed Duke. They wound him. They was it Serpent? No. Somebody shoots. You know what? I actually haven't seen that movie in a long time. That I probably should watch it. But yeah, Duke does get almost mortally wounded, but he comes to by the end. Not quite the same effect. And I think that they were worried because a lot of people who saw the original Transformers movie probably had the same like reaction, like, oh my god, how could you kill some, you know, our favorite characters and stuff like that. Yeah, so this is the 20th anniversary edition that I picked up. It was actually pretty cool. It came with a here, I'll show you. It came with a nice insert book, and if you open it up, it's got like a comic strip. Really great artwork, really nice, looks good. Folds out pretty far too. Yeah. It also has this insert in there. Looks kind of shiny. Looks neat. You can turn it. I believe when I bought it, it was put together like this. It was, you know, in a package like this. I don't know what to do with this. I just kind of hang it or just keep it on the side, but, you know, nice to have. But anyways, yeah, it's like, this movie is one of these things I definitely say if you're into Transformers and you haven't seen it, you've got to pick this up. I believe they just released the 30th anniversary edition as well, not too long ago, on Blu-ray, and you know, it's a better format, it looks cleaner, they cleaned it all up. It's a must-see movie. I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it. If you're a fan of the new movies, like if you're a fan of these things, you have to see the backstory, or the original. I mean, not the backstory, but the original. You've got to see what they really did, and what they were really like, and why we loved them so much as a child back in the 80s. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think of this movie, because I definitely love it. I watch it all the time. I still watch it, and I still love it. So, and I still hate that Optimus Prime gets killed, but hey, that's just me. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Subscribe. Talk to you later.